Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is Sports Dom coming back with another video, and welcome to episode 16 of Player Profile, The Focus. Jack Quinn, Buffalo Sabres, former prospect, now he is up on the big club. Jack Quinn, born September 19th, 2001, he is 22 years old. He is a Canadian professional ice hockey right winger for the Buffalo Sabres of the National Hockey League. He was selected 8th overall by the Sabres in the 2020 NHL draft, where he was projected to be a top prospect. So, he was born in Cobden, Ontario, Canada. He's 6 foot, 185 pounds. He's a right wing. Drafted 8th overall in 2020, and he's been playing 2021 to present for the Buffalo Sabres. So, Quinn was selected in the second round, 39th overall, by the Ottawa 67s during the 2017 Ottawa Ontario Hockey League priority selection. So, he played for the Ottawa 67s of the Ontario Hockey League, and that's where Buffalo drafted him out of. And us Sabres fans were so happy to get Jack Quinn. He's turning out, to be such a tremendous hockey player. Still developing, but he scored, I believe, 16 goals this year. And in 2017-18, he played for the Canada Lasers. 2017 to 2020, he played for the Ottawa 67s. And then from 2020 to 2022, he played for the Rochester Americans. And then from 2021 to 2022 to present, he's played for the Buffalo Sabres. He won Rookie of the Year in 2018. He won the Top Prospect Award in 2018. And he was an all-rookie team in 2018. So he was projected to be a top prospect, and I'm glad that he's developing into what he's developing into. Him and Dylan Cousins on the Buffalo Sabres, I think, are going to be on this team for a long, long time. We need to re-sign Jack Quinn, just like we did Dylan Cousins. I think that we will get that deal done too. I think we will sign Jack Quinn to a long-term deal, as we just signed Dylan Cousins to a 7-year deal. So I think Jack Quinn gets a 7 to 8 year deal, and he's going to be around for a long time. He went to the World Junior Championships in 2021 with Team Canada. And I think that, like I said, I think that they get him signed, and him, Dylan Cousins, Matt Savoy, they're going to be around for a long time. And I think Devin Levi, is going to be with them, as he's going to be our goalie of the future. As when I started this series, my first episode of this series was on Devin Levi when he was traded to the Buffalo Sabres in that Sam Reinhart deal from the Florida Panthers. And Florida was crazy for giving up Devin Levi. But to get a guy like Reinhart, you had to give up something. And they felt that Devin Levi was the one that they could deal for Sam Reinhart, and Buffalo wanted Devin Levi. They wanted their goaltender of the future, and they felt that they can sign Devin Levi. They weren't going to trade for him, I don't think, if they didn't feel they can sign him, and I think they will get him signed. And it's going to be Jack Quinn, Dylan Cousins, Tage Thompson, who we signed for a long-term contract. Jeff Skinner is still under a long-term deal, and then we'll have Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen and Devin Levi. These kids, are going to be good for a long time, and the Buffalo Sabres are going to be good for a long time, as Don Granato has them starting to come into their own now. Um, at the 2022 at the 2020 NHL entry draft, Quinn was selected 8th overall by the Buffalo Sabres on November 16, 2020. He signed a 3-year entry-level contract with the organization. So that deal, I think, is up at the end of this season. And like I said, they're going to get him signed. They don't want to lose Jack Quinn. They're going to get him signed because this is the last deal, the last year on his contract, of his entry level contract. Now they're going to sign him to, I think he'll get a 2-way contract for the Buffalo Sabres. Like I said, I think it's going to be 7 to 8 years and a lot of money. Due to the 2020-2021 OHL season being postponed due to the COVID-19 pandemic, Quinn skated in 15 games for the Sabres American Hockey League affiliate, the Rochester Americans. His year was ended prematurely, however, as he underwent season-ending hernia surgery in late April. He finished his first professional campaign with 2 goals and 7 assists for the Americans. On January 11, 2022, Quinn made his NHL debut. He went scoreless in a 6-1 defeat to the Tampa Bay Lightning. Quinn was reassigned to the Americans the following day. On January 20th, 2022, Quinn scored his first NHL goal and added an assist in a 5-4 defeat at the Dallas Stars. We beat the Dallas Stars this year, so we went 1-1 against Dallas. We beat them 5-4 in their building, and then they came into our building and doubled up on us and beat us 10-4. So I'm glad to see that Jack Quinn, is developing into his own. And like I said, I think that they get him signed. Okay, he doesn't have 16 goals. He has 13 goals. He scored his 13th of the season against Toronto in our last game. So, but I do think Jack Quinn gets 20 goals this year. And that will warrant a nice contract and some pretty good money. Like I said, this is the last year on his current deal, and they're not going to want to let him walk. And like I said, I think they're going to get him wrapped up like they did Dylan Cousins. I'd like to see it, more than an 8-year contract. I'd like to see like a 9 or 10-year contract with Jack Quinn. But I think it's going to be a 7 or 8-year deal. Somewhere in the range of $60 to $90 million, I think. And him and Cousins, I think, are going to be the main stars of this team, along with Thompson and Tuck, for a long time. They do have a lot of money still wrapped up in Skinner and in Samuelson and in Thompson and Cousins, but they'll have the money to sign Jack Quinn. I think even if he gets a 3-year deal, they still got to get him signed. Keep the young core together, and we'll still have to bring some people up from Rochester and get them signed. One of the players that we also have to get signed is Devin Levi, and I think we will here very soon. But I do think we will sign Jack Quinn before the season is over, or at least in the off season. I think we get him signed. I'd like to see Tyson Jost re-sign. Peyton Krebs too. We got to get him locked up. And we can't let these guys go. I'd like to see Riley Stillman get an extension. Of course, Rasmus Dahlin is already, re-signed. JJ Paterka, we also gotta, so they're going to be dealing with a lot of contracts coming up. Some players we're not going to be able to keep. which we could probably trade because they're going to get paid somewhere. But unfortunately, we're not going to have the money, especially with having to pay Quinn. We're not going to have the money to sign a lot of these guys, and I want to get Levi signed to at least a 5 to 7 year deal. So make him our goalie of the future, and because we traded Sam Reinhart to get him, and I think that Buffalo will get him signed, and that is coming soon. I can almost guarantee that that deal is coming soon, and so is a Jack Quinn contract coming up soon. So Quinn and Levi are our next focuses on the contract front. But guys, comment in the comment section below on what you think. And as always, if you like my videos, like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you don't miss a video. And guys, I hope you enjoyed episode 16 of Player Profile. Stay tuned for my next one. I'm going to try and get that up as soon as possible. As soon as I figure out who I'm going to do that episode about. Go Sabres. Big game in Washington tonight, so we got to get that one. We got to go and win that game. Go Sabres, and we will get Jack Quinn signed. This was episode 16 of Player Profile, The Focus, Jack Quinn, and as soon as we have a deal with him, if it's before the end of the season, I will get it to you. Hopefully it comes soon, very soon. Hopefully before the end of the season. But go Sabres.